RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. What you're looking at is MLB The Show 20, a created franchise. It's called The Avengers, and it's loaded with the actors that plays in the Marvel Universe. The San Diego Padres, pardon me, was taken out of the National League West, and the Avengers is inserted in. As you can see, they are 10-7, 3 games back in the division. Let's get this game started. So 3-game set at home against Colorado. First game I got killed 10-3, so hopefully this game will be a little better. Let's go, play game. Okay. Play full game. We are the home team playing at Crosley Field. That looks good. Tom Hiddleston, who plays Loki, is the starting pitcher, and everybody looks good. Okay, here we go. We usually play D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, on this YouTube channel, but when we're not playing D&D, I like to play video games, such as MLB The Show 20. Okay. Welcome to Crosley Field for this National League West matchup as the Colorado Rockies visit the Hollywood Avengers. On the mound for the Avengers, the man who plays Loki in the Marvel Universe, Tom Hiddleston, making his 4th start of the season. He's won all 3 of his previous starts. His ERA is 3.15. And stepping up to the plate to begin the game for the Colorado Rockies is Duke Snider, hitting 286. Here comes the first pitch from Tom. And he pops it up. Third base side. Chadwick Boseman is there, makes the catch, 1 away. Starting lineup for the Rockies: Duke Snider led off. Greg Jones is at short. Willie McCovey at first. Miguel Cabrera at third. Yuri Gurriel is designated hitter. Jason Hayward in right. Andrew McCutchen in left. Michael Bush at second. And Corey Lee behind the plate. So, Greg Jones, .235 batting average here in April. Grounds it up the middle. Tom Holland fields, fires, 2 away. Nice play through Spider-Man.
The first baseman,
Willie McCovey, .297 average. In there, strike 1. And he fouls off the 2-seam fastball. The count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on McCovey. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. And he fouls it off. Count will remain 0-2. Willie McCovey, I think, was a member of the San Francisco Giants. And fouls it back. Everyone is wearing the number 42 today in honor of Jackie Robinson. Oh, it's a line drive to center, and he does not get there, and it rolls all the way to the wall. War Machine fields, fires it back in. It's a stand-up double with 2 outs here in the top of the first. That's McCovey's, oh, here's a replay.
The third baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Don Cheadle tried to block it off. So a very young, very trim Miguel Cabrera, .266, 2 homers, 2 runs batted in. Steps up against Hiddleston. And he fouls off the fastball, strike 1. Swing and a miss at the change of speed. Count is 0-2. And he pulls it down the left field line, which curves foul into the seats. And he lines it into left. It is a base hit. The runner will stop at third. So there'll be runners at first and third with 2 down here in the first.
That is fair.
Miguel Cabrera.
The designated hitter, Yurievsky Gurriel.
So, 314, 2 homers, 4 runs batted in. Gurriel steps to the plate. In there for strike 1, 95 on the radar gun. Outside and low, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, grounded up the middle, off the pitcher, and thrown into the seats. And the runners will advance. Quick throw to second is in time, side retired, but a run in before that mess happened on the field. It was basically an RBI single, and the Colorado Rockies lead 1-0. Oof, what a mess. On the mound, Shohei Ohtani making his 4th start at 2-0, 0.86 earned run average. He has been lights out so far this season. Tom Holland, Spider-Man, steps up to the plate.
The second baseman, Tom Holland.
Out in front, strike 1. Colorado Rockies are 4 games under, 500. Pitch is high, 1-1. Outside corner, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Holland. Sitting 485 on the season so far. 2-2. It just gets a piece to stay alive. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes on Tom. Swing and a miss. It's in the dirt. Strike him out, throw him out, 1 away. So next up is Anthony Mackie, the man who plays Falcon. He's on a 5-game hitting streak over which he's hitting .429. Overall, 369, 2 homers, 14 RBIs. Inside ball 1. He fouls off a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike on Mackie. Two balls, 1 strike. And it's a line drive into center. It is a base hit for Anthony Mackie. And with 1 out here in the bottom of the first, they have a base runner.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 42.
So next up is Chadwick Boseman, hitting .389, 1 homer, 5 RBIs. He carries a 14-game hitting streak into this ball game, and he pulls it foul for strike number 1. Speaking of number 42, Chadwick Boseman played number 42, Jackie Robinson, in a movie about his life. Oh, backs him off the plate. Count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike on Boseman. The late, great Black Panther. Out in front of the slider, outside. Count is quickly 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two and 2. Checks the swing. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the first. Will the runner be in motion? It's a good question. Payoff pitch. And he fouls off the high fastball just to be on the safe side. Count will remain full. here with 1 out in the bottom of the first. Quick throw over. Mackey is back. So Falcon leads off first. 1 down. And it's a lazy fly ball the other way. Jason Hayward makes the catch for the 2nd out. Starting lineup for the Hollywood Avengers, it's Tom Holland, Spider-Man, Mackey, Falcon, Boseman at third, Evans behind the plate, Robert Downey Jr. at first, Mark Ruffalo designated hitter, Idris Elba in right, Dave Bautista in left, Don Cheadle in center. Next up is Captain America himself, Chris Evans, hitting .239. Low ball 1. And he lines it, just past the reach. It just goes foul. He's been hot in his last 3 games. He's 5 for his last 11. Trying to get that average up. 2 balls and 1 strike on Chris Evans. Hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Tony Stark is on deck. And he fouls off the fastball. Count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Otani's making his 23rd pitch of the inning. Still has the lead, 1-0. Inside ball 4. Evans walks. There are runners at first and second with 2 out here in the bottom of the first.
The first baseman, number 46.
So now with a runner in scoring position, up steps Robert Downey Jr. hitting .221, 3 homers, 9 RBIs on the season. And he grounds it to the second baseman. Bush fields, fires, and the side is retired. So they leave 2 runners on after an inning of baseball. It's Colorado 1, Avengers nothing. Bottom of the second, Jason Hayward steps to the plate. He's hitting .379 on the season.
The right fielder, Jason
Hiddleston deals. And he just gets a piece. Strike 1. Just misses off the plate. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Avengers 3 games over 500. It's good for 3rd place in the division. And he fouls off the fastball back to the screen. Count is 1-2 on Hayward. And he flares, reaches the bat out, flares it down, out into. He's going for second. Oh no. So it's a double to lead off the inning. Jason Hayward. That's his 8th double of the season. A bloop double down the left field line. And Andrew McCutcheon is now up. .309 average, 6 homers, 14 runs batted in. Come out of the gate hot. At the knees, strike 1. Swing and a miss at the slider. Count is 0-2. And he pulls it foul. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it off. Count remains 0-2. Strike 3 looking outside corner. He does not like the call. And there's 1 down. See if it was a strike.
The second baseman, Michael.
Too close to take. I think it's on the outside corner. So Michael Bush, 208, 2 homers, 7 runs batted in. Runner in scoring position for him. Takes it at the knees, strike 1. And he lines it to center. It is in there. He makes the turn. Strong throw from War Machine from center field. Up the line, and it's 2-0. Colorado after the RBI single by Michael Bush. Here's the replay.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Corey.
Not a very strong throw, but... So anyway, 1 out here in the top of the second. Corey Lee steps to the plate, 235 average. At the knees, strike one. Skies it to deep center, but Don Cheadle is there. He makes the catch for the second out.
Now that.
Leadoff man Duke Snyder, who popped out in the first, he's up there for his second plate appearance. Runner at first, 2 down. He's going. Strong throw from Captain America. He is out, and the side is retired. Nice throw by the captain. He can do this all day. It's the replay. Boom. Might have got his hand in there, but I guess I'll talk about that. Bottom of the second, the man who plays the Hulk in the Marvel Universe, Mark Ruffalo, 276, 2 homers, 11 runs batted in. Steps to the plate in the bottom of the second. Fouls it off for strike one. Fouls it off for strike two. Pitches outside.
2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And he pulls the splitter foul. Count will remain 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ruffalo. Swing and a miss, strike 3, high fastball. There's 1 down. Can't catch up to it. That's his second strikeout of the game.
Batting to that, the right fielder, number 42.
Idris Elba, the right fielder, 281, 2 homers, 9 runs batted in. Steps up against Otani.
No, that's down.
Low ball 1. He grounds it foul. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike on the man who plays Heimdall in the Thor franchise. And he fouls the 98-mile-an-hour fastball back to the screen, counting 1 and 2. Inside count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he pops it up in the infield. Bush is under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Drax the Destroyer, or Dave Bautista, batting 250, 3 homers, 9 runs batted in, steps to the plate. Inside ball 1. High ball 2. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. There's 2-0 lead for Colorado. Bases are empty. Ball 3. 3-0. War Machine's on deck. Will he have the green light? Probably will not, because I'm taking my hands off the controller. Outside, so with 2 outs, they walk Batista, and there's a runner at first.
Batting ninth, the center fielder.
War Machine, James Rhodes, 275, 8 RBIs. Steps up, switch hitter batting from the left side against Otani. Ground ball, base hit back through the box, and just like that with 2 outs, there's runners at first and second here in the second inning.
Now back, second baseman.
So the leadoff man, Tom Holland, is up. He struck out in the first. He is hitting .478 this season. Just at the knees, strike 1. And he's late on the fastball. Lazy fly ball. Shallow right field. Hayward makes the catch. 2 left on. Retires the side. End of 2 innings of play. 2-0. Colorado. So, we go to the top of the third. Duke Snyder popped out in the first. He's 0 for 1. Steps in against Loki. In there, strike 1. Just off the plate outside, 1-1. He pulls it high and deep towards the right field corner. Long run for Elba. He makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
The National League West standings, as you can see, the Hollywood Avengers are 10-7, 2.5 games out. Colorado is 6 games out. Third and fourth place teams in the division. Greg Jones grounded out in the first. He is 0 for 1. Low ball 1.
Count 1-0.
4 for his last 14. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, just ate dinner. Excuse me. Here comes the pitch from Loki. High ball 2. Count as 2 balls and 1 strike on Jones. The shortstop. Just gets a piece of the 2-seamer. Count will be even at 2-2. And he jams him. Short left field. Mackey is there. He makes the catch. Falcon has the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Willie McCovey double. And a run scored. He's 3 for 6 in the series so far. Steps in with 2 outs here in the third. At the knees for strike 1. And he pulls it foul, and count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Willie McCovey. And he lines it, and he does not make the catch. It goes all the way to the wall. Batista throws to the cutoff man, and he'll stop at second. And with 2 outs, there's a runner in scoring position. McCovey has his second double of the game, his third of the season. Here's the replay. No chance for Drax. So, a Miguel Cabrera singled in the first. He steps in again with a runner in scoring position. At the knees, strike 1. Just gets a piece, strike 2. Strike 3. Side is retired. They strand a runner at second. So here we are halfway through the third inning. Colorado still has a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the third. Anthony Mackie singled in the first inning. Steps in for his second plate appearance.
Number 42.
Against Ohtani. Low ball 1. Checks his swing. It's low. Count is 2 balls and no strikes on the Falcon. Sam Wilson. And he pulls it foul. Count goes 2 balls and 1 strike. Hard ground ball to his counterpart at short. Greg Jones fires across the diamond, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, number 42.
Chadwick Boseman. T'Challa steps in. He's 0 for 1. Outside, ball one. And he fouls off the fastball. 98 on the radar gun. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Black Panther. Did he check his swing?
Did he go?
Yes, he did. Count is 2-1. And he pulls the curveball foul. Count was 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Base is empty. Chadwick Boseman at the plate against Shy Otani. And he pulls it. It's shallow, but caught by Andrew McCutcheon in the gap there, and there's 2 outs.
Now batting, catcher, Chris
Captain
Evans.
America Chris Evans walked in first. He steps up there with 2 outs. And he fouls it towards the seats, and it is a foul ball. Strike 1.
That's the ball.
Low, ball 1. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike on the captain. Split finger fastball finds the bottom of the zone. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Chris Evans. He did not swing. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Inside corner, strike 3. Side is retired. So 3 shutout innings. After 3 innings of play, it's Colorado 2, the MCU, nothing. Top of the 4th, Gurriel steps up. He's 1 for 1.
The designated hitter.
Holoki deals.
Gurriel.
He fouls it off for strike 1. 11 for his last 35. It's a 3.14 average. Pass handful of games. Hits it high, but not overly deep. Drax is there. Makes the catch, and there's 1 out.
Up next for Colorado, the right fielder.
Jason Hayward, double the run scored. He's 3 for 5 in the series so far. Steps in with 1 out. Strike 1. Swings over the top, out in front of the changeup. Count is 0-2 on Hayward. Off the plate outside, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jason Hayward, last I checked, played for the Chicago Cubs. Okay. Grounds it back through the box, up the middle, and it is a base hit for Hayward. If I'm not mistaken, he is now 2 for 2. So runner at first with 1 out here in the top of the 4th for the Rockies. Andrew McCutcheon steps in. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And he drives it towards the gap. Mackey makes, check that. Don Cheadle makes the catch. Still holding the ball.
Now
Okay.
batting, the second baseman, Michael.
2 down, Michael Bush has an RBI single today. He's got a runner at first with 2 down.
1-0.
Inside corner, no, off the plate. Ball 1. And he skies it towards the gap, but Drax is there. Makes the catch to retire the side. So 4.5 innings, well, 3.5 technically. And the score is still 2-0 Colorado. Let's do this. Let's do this. Leading off the bottom of the 4th is Robert Downey Jr. He is 0 for 1. He has not
First baseman,
been
number
hitting
42.
as of late. Line drive right at Hayward. He makes the catch, 1 pitch, 1 away.
The batter, number 42.
Mark Ruffalo struck out. Steps in for a second plate appearance. And he pops it up in the infield. Greg Jones at short. Right on the edge of the outfield grass. Makes the catch. 2 pitches, 2 away. Ohtani is dealing. Idris Elba, 0 for 1 as well. Steps in with 2 outs. Swings a high mass fastball and misses. Strike 1.
Inside, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike on Elba. And he slices it. Bloop single down the right field line. And with 2 outs, they have a base runner. Idris Elba has a hit. The replay. Just jams him on the inside. Inside outs the pitch to right field. So next up is Drax the Destroyer. Good lead for Elba at first. And he's out in front of the slider, strike 1. Batista walked in the second, so no official at bat for him as of yet.
Nope.
1-1. Grounds it 2. Jones is short, shuffles over to second for the force, and the side is retired. So, end of 4 innings. It's Colorado Rockies 2. The Hollywood Avengers, nothing. Top of the 5th. Corey Lee, the catcher, flew out in the second. He's 0 for 1. He steps in against Tom Hiddleston. And he fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. In there, strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 1 down. 3rd strikeout of the game.
Now batting, the center fielder, Snyder.
Next up, the leadoff man, Duke Snyder, is 0 for 2 today. And he fouls off the high fastball, strike 1. Outside ball 1, count as 1 ball and 1 strike. And he pops it up. Elba is there. He makes the catch, 2 away.
Now batting.
Greg Jones, he popped out, he grounded out, he's 0 for 2. Steps in with 2 down here in the 5th. And he fouls it off, strike 1. Hiddleston's pitching well, just not as well as Ohtani. And it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Jones. Outside ball 1, 1-2. And he pops it up, 3rd base line, heading towards the seats. And no one's going to get that one. The count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes on Greg. Grounds it towards the hole between second baseman. Holland throws him out. Side retired. 4.5 complete. 2-0 Colorado. Next up is War Machine. Singled in the second, 1 for 1. Cody steps in. Bottom of the 5th. He pulls it into the seats, strike 1. Ball 1, count as 1 ball and 1 strike on Don Cheadle. Fouls off the fastball, count is 1-2. Chase the pitch outside the strike zone. And he lines it, and it will drop in for a second single of the ball game. So leadoff man here in the bottom of the fifth is on for the Avengers.
Second baseman.
Don Cheadle, 2 for 2. So Spider-Man is up. He is 0 for 2 today. Tom Holland steps up. Nobody out. Way out in front of the slider. He is 0-1. Quick throw to first.
He's in there. Nope, that's down.
Count is 1 ball and 1 strike to Holland. Low in the dirt, blocked nicely by Corey Lee. No reason at all he throws to first. The count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Holland. In the dirt, blocked again nicely. No advance in the base pass. Now it's a hitter's count for Holland. Spider-Man is up there, 3-1 count. And he skies it to shallow center. Second baseman is there. Bush makes the catch, and there's 1 away. Anthony Mackie is 1 for 2 today with a single.
42.
Falcon steps in with 1 out, runner at first. Pitch out, but he's not stealing. Outside corner, strike 1, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Falcon. And he's going. It's strike. Throw down is not in time. And now War Machine is in scoring position for Falcon. That's a steal. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Anthony Mackie. And he pulls it deep, but foul. Count remains 1-2. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mackie. In the dirt, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner will lead off second. Here's the payoff pitch. And he walked him, ball 4. So with 1 out, there's runners at first and second here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, number 42.
Next up, Idris Elba. No, I'm sorry, check that. Chadwick Boseman, who's flown out twice. The late, great Chadwick Boseman steps up with 1 down. Outside ball 1. 2 right-handers warming up in the bullpen for the Rockies. He chases a fastball, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. This is the 82nd pitch for Ohtani. He has been forced to throw a lot of pitches.
Nope.
2 balls, 1 strike. Only 4 1/3 innings pitched so far. And he drives it deep to center, but there is Snyder. He makes the catch. And the runners do not advance. There's 2 down here in the 5th. So Chris Evans is 0 for 1 today with a walk. He's up there with 2 down here in the 5th. And he grounds it to the second baseman. He fields, fires, Cybers retired. So they leave 2 on. And after 5 innings of baseball, it's an official ball game. Colorado Rockies are leading 2-0. Oof. God, I can't get Ohtani. Pitching. Top of the 6th. Willie McCovey has 2 doubles today.
The first baseman, Willie McCovey.
Wow, inside corner. Generous call by the umpire. Strike 1. Fouls it off. Count is 0-2. Just misses the strike zone. Count is 1-2.
Nope, that's a ball.
Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grounds it down the third base line. This might be his 3rd double of the game. And it will be. He's 3 for 3 with 3 doubles. He leads off the top of the 6th with his 4th double of the season.
The third baseman.
Here's the replay. Takes it the other way. Past Chadwick, the 3rd. I have to switch the outfielders. So, runner at 2nd with nobody out. Miguel Cabrera had a single in the 1st. He's 1 for 2. Pitches low, ball 1. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And he skies it to deep right field, but Elba is there. Tagging is the runner. He will move to 3rd. So they'll have a runner at 3rd base with less than 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
Now that designated hitter.
Chance for Gurriel to have another RBI. He's got an RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. Grounds it up the middle. The run will score. It's an RBI ground out for Gurriel. And it's a 3-0 ball game.
Now batting.
Got the job done. Jason Hayward, 2 for 2. Hitting 400 on the season. He's been hot out of the gate. Pulls a foul. Almost kills a person in the bullpen. Sideline bullpens are dangerous. Strike 1. And he nubs it to the pitcher's mound. Hiddleston throws to 1st to retire the side, but with an RBI ground out, they get an insurance run. After 5.5 innings of play, it's 3-0 Colorado. So this is a 3-game set. Already lost the first game 10-3, losing the second game of the 3-game set 3-0. So 2 righties still warming in the Rockies bullpen just in case. But he's pitched 5 shutout innings, and Robert Downey Jr. is 0 for 2. And he, on the first pitch, swinging, skies it to the gap, but Duke Snider is there to make the catch, 1 down.
Now batting.
Mark Ruffalo is 0 for 2. And he swung. Broke his wrist. Count is 0-1. Chased the pitch out of the strike zone. Low ball 1. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on. Oh. Check the swing. It's outside. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. My goodness, generous strike. Ooh, inside corner. Top of the zone, count evens to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. The payoff pitch is coming. Here it is. And he walks him, so with 1 out, they have a base runner.
Now batting.
He has walked batters, so. Next up is Idris Elba. 1 for 2 with the single. Steps up. There's 1 out. And he swings and misses out in front of the slider. Count is no balls and 1 strike on Elba. And Madal. And he skies it the other way. But there is Hayward who makes the catch, and there's 2 outs.
Now batting.
Dave Bautista, Drax the Destroyer, walked in the 2nd inning, but he's 0 for 1 officially. Checks the swing, but it's outside for ball 1. Hard line drive, but right at the second baseman to retire the side. So, 6 innings of complete baseball. The Colorado Rockies have a 3-run lead. It's not looking good for the Avengers. Top of the 7th. Andrew McCutcheon is 0 for 2. Tom Hiddleston is still out there. And he hits it high and deep. It is a foul ball. That had the distance, but it's just a long strike. In there, strike 2. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just gets a piece of the high fastball, stay alive, 1-2. Pulls the change up, foul. And he pops him up in the infield. Catcher jumps out of his crouch. Chris Evans makes the catch, 1 down.
Now batting, second base.
Michael Bush is an RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. Steps in with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Strike 1. Strike 2. Grounds it to Robert Downey Jr., who shovels it over to Hiddleston, and he makes the play for the 2nd inning.
Now batting, catcher.
Corey Lee, the catcher, is 0 for 2 today. This may be his last batter. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 95 on the radar gun. Just gets a piece of the change of speed. Count is 0-2. Pulls it high and deep, but playable in the left field corner at the line. Drax makes the catch to retire the side. Time for the 7th inning stretch. Get up the stretch, ladies and gentlemen. The Avengers are in a 3-run deficit. Colorado's winning 3-0. So now here's what I need to do. I need to go to the manager's office, bullpen. Left, center, left. So Paul Bettany, vision, will warm up, and he will schedule to put him in there to pitch the 8th. War Machine is up to lead off the bottom of the 7th. Ohtani is still out there. Pitched 6 shutout innings. High ball 1. Approaching 100 pitches. This is pitch number 97. And he pops it up the center. Easy play for Snyder. He makes the catch and is 1 away.
Now batting, the second base.
Tom Holland is 0 for 3. Unusual occurrence so far this season. He's hitting .464 still. And that's what he usually does. He's 1 for 4. And then they have a base runner with the single from Spider-Man.
Now batting, number 42.
7 games in straight. And that'll be all. I'm surprised. Taking him out with the shutout intact.
Ladies and
On
gentlemen,
in relief
your
is
attention, please.
Alec Mills making
Now
his
pitching
7th
for
appearance out of the
Colorado.
bullpen. He has
Number
pitched effectively.
42.
He is at an
Alec
ERA of 1.35.
Mills.
And Anthony Mackie has an RBI single. He's up there with 1 down. Quick throw to first, not in time. Ball 1. Quick throw to first.
No, he said
Snap tag. He gets his hand back in there. Holland is safe at first. Pitch out.
2 balls, no
Two
strikes.
2 balls, no strikes. Holland was going nowhere on that pitch. And it's a line drive towards the gap, and it might fall, but no, it's run down by McCutcheon for the second out. Nice play. Thought it had a chance to drop, but hung up there just long enough for Andrew McCutcheon to make the catch. Chadwick, the late great Chadwick Boseman is up there. He is 0 for 3. 2 outs here in the 7th. Fouls it off, but just strike 1. And he's running, it's in there for a strike. Throw down to second is not in time. So they have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. Holland with the steal. Count is 0-2 on Black Panther. Count is 1-2 outside. And it's a line drive base hit. It's going to be an RBI single for Black Panther. And the shutout is gone. It is a 3-1 ball game here in the bottom of the 7th. And the tying run will come to the plate. Here's the replay. Nice piece of hitting from Black from T'Challa. Wakanda forever, baby. So, Captain America is up. He walked in the first. He's 0 for 2. Outside ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Boseman leads off first. Ball 2, 2-0.
That's
3-0. Will he have the green light? Does he trust him? Let him walk in. Strike 1. Hitters count. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at first. Bottom of the 7th. 2-run ball game. Fouls it back to the screen. Count will be full. The runner will be in motion. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Bottom of the 7th. Here it comes. Fouls it off yet again. And we'll do it over. And he pops him up in the infield. So, at the end of 7, they get on the board with the RBI single from T'Challa, but it's still a 2-run ball game. At the end of 7 innings of play, it's Colorado Rockies 3, the Hollywood Avengers 1. Do I want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Paul Bettany, the man who plays Vision. He's pitching in his 8th game. His ERA is 2.57. Not bad. Duke Snyder leads off. He is 0 for 3. Swing and a miss. 100 miles an hour from the man they call Vision. In there for strike 2. Grounds it up the middle, off the pitcher. T'Challa fields, fires. Not in time. It's going to be an infield single. Hopefully the pitcher's okay. See what he says. He waves it off. He's fine. So, Greg Jones, 0 for 3, steps in. In there, strike 1. 101 miles an hour. 100 miles an hour, 2 strikes. Just misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grounds it to short. Over to second for 1. Not in time. So they get the force. It's a fielder's choice. Fielder's choice 6-4. So next up is Willie McCovey. Willie McCovey's got 3 doubles today. That was against the right-hander. See how he fares against the left-hander. Pops it up. Strike 1. Fouls it off. Strike 2. Outside, ball 1, 1-2. Just gets a piece of the curveball. Stay alive. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. So it is the top of the 8th. The Colorado Rockies have a 2-run lead. Pitch is high. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes on McCovey. Runner at first and 1 out. And he flies the other way. Nice catch by Drax. And there's 2 down. Miguel Cabrera steps up. He's 3 for 8 in the series with a home run. He's had a single today. In there, strike 1. Fouls off the sinker, strike 2. And he fouls off the fastball, way out in front of the fastball.
Ball 1.
Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouls it off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. And we'll do it again. And he pulls it past the diving attempt by Mackey and into left field. So there's runners at first and second. 2 outs here in the 8th. Suddenly, something to get worried about. So Gurriel is up. A 2-run single. In there for strike 1. In there for strike 2. And he lines it. It is caught. Nice sliding play by Idris Elba to retire the side. It's still a 2-run ball game. They lead 2 runners on. Nice play to preserve the no more insurance runs. So it's Colorado 3, the MCU 1. Let's see if it matters.
Your attention, please.
Edubrey Ramos comes in for his 3rd appearance out of the bullpen. He's only pitched an inning in his 3rd. He's given up a run. 2 runs, probably. He gets to face before Robert Downey Jr. is up to plate. Let's go to the bullpen. Left, right, left. Let's have Josh Brolin warm up. Josh Brolin scheduled to put him in the game. Okay. Robert Downey Jr. is up. Down low, ball 1. And it's a line drive base hit, and the leadoff man is on. So the tying run will come to the plate here in the 8th.
Now batting, number 42.
RDJ, 1-4. So next up is Mark Ruffalo. Walked in the 6th. He's 0 for 2.
Ball, that pitch is up.
High, ball 1. Just missed. Out in front of the curveball. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike on Ruffalo. RDJ leads off first. Outside, ball 2. 2 and 1. 3 balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Runner leads off first. Up the middle and through. It's a single. And with nobody out there, runners at first and second here in the 8th. Wild throw, but backed up by Cabrera. You could feel the momentum shifting, ladies and gentlemen. You could just feel it. The crowd is starting to wake up. Idris Elba has a single today. Steps in, he's 1 for 3. Bullpen is active. And he fouls off the fastball. Strike 1. Idris has been doing well with runners in scoring position, hitting almost 400. Just gets a piece of the slider, but the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes here on Elba. Low ball 1. 1 and 2. 2 pitchers warming in the bullpen, Raleigh Fingers and Chris Stavensky. The setup man and the closer, I'm assuming. Hard ground ball, 6, 4, 3, double play. And there's quickly 2 down after the double play by Idris Elba. The runner moves over to third base. So the tying run will still come to the plate, but that's a deflating feeling right there. Hard ground ball, but right into a tailor-made double play. So, Drax the Destroyer is up. He's 0 for 2. Needs to get that run home. Make it a 1-run ball game. Outside ball 1.
Count 1-0.
And he hits it shallow center. Duke Snider is there. Makes the catch. Side retired. 8 innings complete. We go to the top of the 9th. It's still a 2-run ball game. Colorado leads 3-1. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes. Coming out of the bullpen for the Avengers, the man who played Thanos, Josh Brolin, makes his 7th appearance. His ERA is just under 5. He gets to face Jason Hayward, who's 2 for 3. And it's a line drive single to center. And it could be a double if he doesn't get this ball in quickly. He's coming to second. Yeah, it's going to be a double. So leadoff double, my goodness. His 9th of the season. Manager, bullpen. Stan Lee's going to warm up. Manager, mound visit. Let's talk to him. Okay, Josh, relax. Low strike. Strike called. It's 0-1. Swing and miss to the inside fastball. Count is 0-2. Swing and a miss, and there's 1 down. McCutcheon strikes out. Michael Bush, RBI single.
Michael Bush.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Strike 2.
0-2.
Oh, it's a line drive to center. It is going to be in there. It's an RBI single for Michael Bush, his 2nd of the game, and it's a 3-run ball game. Colorado now leads 4-1. Manager, bullpen. Stan Lee. Let's put Stan Lee in there. Stan Lee's 3rd appearance. He has a save. He hasn't given up. He's only pitched 2 innings so far. He hasn't given up an earned run. Swing and a miss. Screwball. Strike 1. Corey Lee's up there. He's 0 for 3. And he hits a lazy fly ball to right. Idris Elba is there. He makes the catch. 2 down. Duke Snider, single in the 8th. He's 1 for 4. In there, strike 1. Fouls off the 2-seamer, strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired, but they do get a run on the RBI single by Bush, and it's a 3-run ball game. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The Avengers need 3 to tie. Can they do it? Raleigh Fingers, the closer. Pitches is his 6th appearance. He has 4 saves. His ERA is 3.60. He gets to face War Machine, who's 2 for 3. Before we do that, manager, bullpen, Jeremy Renner is going to warm up just in case things get crazy.
Number 42.
Oh, he hits him. Ah, it's nice. Leadoff man is on. That's what you need.
Now back, second baseman.
That's what you need.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, leadoff man, 1 for 4. Quick throw to first, keep it close. Checked his swing. Yes, he did. Count as 1 ball and no strikes on Spider-Man. Don Cheadle leads off first. 2 balls, no strikes. Two 2-0 count. He swings at a pitch that's probably would have been 3-0, but it's 2-1 now. Out in front of the forkball, count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nasty pitch. And he skies it to short right field. Hayward is there. He makes the catch. There's 1 down. Anthony Mackie has a single today. He's 1 for 3. Steps in against Raleigh Fingers here in the 9th. And he has the deep drive. That is caught at the warning track for the 2nd out. And the Avengers are down to their final out. Oh.
Number 42.
Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther. It's 1 for 4 with an RBI single. There's 2 outs in the 9th. And he grounds it slowly to the shortstop, who throws to second for the force. Side retired, ball game over. And Colorado has won this 2nd of a 3-game set. They won the first 2 games in this 3-game set, 4-1. And they go for the sweep tomorrow. The Avengers are now 10 wins and 8 losses to start the season. Not the way I imagined it, but it is what it is. Let's do this the right way. So, Colorado, 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Hollywood Avengers, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Shohei Ohtani. Losing pitcher is Tom Hiddleston, Loki, who's 3-1 now. Raleigh Fingers gets the save. I think that is his 5th save. Willie McCovey was 3 for 4 with 3 doubles. He's the player of the game. This has been a presentation of Avengers Baseball, where the MCU actors play baseball. Thank you for joining me. I am RC Robbin. Please, I don't know if you like this particular video, because I don't even like it, but like the other videos and subscribe to the channel. It's much appreciated. And if you like Dungeons and Dragons, we play D&D on Monday nights when I'm not playing video games. So thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you again soon.